guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do a second episode of Who is Pink Girl. So ngayon naman, ang aalamin natin, ano ba ang sakit ni Pink Girl? Bakit siya kailangan niyang share sa YouTube? At ano ba ang pake ng mga tao sa sakit ni Pink Girl? So, ang sakit ni Pink Girl, nang maaksidente siya, kagaya doon sa sinabi ko, ay I call it phantom minis or phantom injuries. Hindi mo siya makikita sa scan, hindi mo siya makikita sa x-ray, and sometimes even the doctors will not see them, and they go with different symptoms or different it's like a puzzle. So, ang nangyari kay Pink Girl, after 2 days, doon lumabas yung concussion niya, doon lumabas yung nausea, headache, pains all over my body. Doon lumabas yung hindi mo na maikagalaw yung liig mo. Talagang stuck siya, masakit na masakit. Hindi ka makatingin pakaliwa, hindi ka makatingin ng pakanan. Suka ka ng suka. So those are the symptoms after 2 days. And so pumunta siya ng doktor, nagpa-check up siya, pumunta siya sa specialist, sa sports medicine doctor. Doon nila na find out na dahilan sa laki ng pagka-aksidente, kumalog yung katawan natin, nakalog siya. So yung injury natin are mostly soft tissue injury, meaning yun nga, hindi mo siya makikita. And then after 1 month, 2 months ng pagte-therapy, it took 8 months to 9 months bago nila na-touch yung pag nagmamasahe sila, pag pinagte-therapy ako, it took that long for them to even touch it dahil talagang ang sakit. And every time I'm doing my therapy exercises, instead na parang gumaling ka or nagagawa mo yung mga exercises, hindi mo siya magagawa, nagti-trigger yung symptoms at doon ako nagagrabe. So, every day or every other day, pumupunta ka ng therapy, nagkaroon ako ng concussion therapy, nagkaroon ako ng physiotherapy, lahat nga, nagawa ko na yon. And then, hindi ako gumagaling. Sabi ko talagang palagi ako nahihilo. Sabi nila, imposible naman na hindi ka gumaling. Wala ka naman, hindi ka naman nakamatos, hindi ka naman na ospital, wala ka naman talagang injury na makikita. So, yun ang pinaglalaban ko. Sabi ko, meron talagang nangyari sa akin or talagang masama ang pakiramdam ko. Please, paki-check naman. Lahat ko na nga pinuntahan. And then, hanggang maski sa pagdating sa check-up sa family doctor ko, nakikita nila talagang nahihirapan ako. Pero hindi nila matanto o hindi nila ma-pinpoint kung anong nakakapagpasakit sa akin or bakit ako masyadong nalulula or masyadong nahihilo. Hindi nila yun maintindihan. Hanggang sa nalaman ko na yung concussion pala, excuse me, hindi lang siya magaling na tawag nito. That's it. Meron pala silang mga ibang sintomas. Nung nagka-concussion ako, nang mag-check yung mata ko, pag pina-follow siya, hindi gumagalaw yung mata ko. Kahit yung yung pinakikita yung kamay ko hanggang sa hindi ka naduduling. So doon nila nalaman na, may may mga nerves na parang lastiko siya na pull siya. Kahit bumalik, meron na siyang meron na siyang kung sa bagong lastiko. Pag mo siya, pag hinila mo, syempre makikita mo yung mga tiny cracks or tiny sa rubber. Pag binalik mo siya, kala mo balik na siya, okay na. Pero kung titingnan mo sa microscope, yung mga nerves o yung mga na natibag siya or naputol siya. So ganun ang nangyari sa ulo ko. Hindi sila nagka-communicate yung nandun na kung saan nung pagka bundol sa akin yung katawan ko nakatapon, tapos yung liquid sa loob ng katawan ko para bang sabi nga ng doktor, uh, how many times did you get hit? Sabi ko, isa lang. Sabi ko, yung sasakyan. Sabi niya, no, that's not true. Sabi ko, what do you mean? Your body was hit 4 times. Sabi ko, doesn't make sense. Sabi niya, think about it. If this is the water, and, diba, ano siya, steady siya, diba? So, yung body natin sa loob, yung brain, yung internal organs natin, nakaganyan siya kasi naka-liquid siya, diba? So, pag nabundol ka, sabi niya, di gumalaw, diba? O, ayan, nakikita niyo, gumalaw, diba? So, yung paggalaw ko, pagka-hit sa akin, yun ang first hit. Yung pangalawang hit ng body ko na-hit itong yung console table, that's second. Kasama na yung itong tubig o yung internal organs mo. So, umano siya, sumalpok siya sa katawan mo, and then bumalik uli. O, tingnan nyo, pag umano, bumabalik. So, bumalik uli, dito naman, nauntog na naman yung liquid ng my brain sa ulo ko. And then, bumalik uli. Kaya, 4 na beses kang na kung sasabihin yung injury mo, might not be nothing outside, but inside, ganun. Kung yung kotse mo nabangga ng over 100 kilometers an hour, that's too much. That's too much for your body. So, yun ang nangyari sa akin. Wala man ako dito sa labas, pero sa loob ko, yun ang nasapol. Meron akong mga nerves na, kaya noon, yung tainga ko, hindi ako hindi ako nakakarinig. Constant ringing in my ears, constant, it's not only ringing, high pitch, may mga sound na okay sa akin, pero may mga sound na para akong gusto kong pag may ingay, parang gusto kong batuhin yung taong nag-iingay, or there are certain pitch on a voice, merong mga voice or tunog ng isang taong nagsasalita, or yung pitch ng pagsasalita niya, I got so mad. Parang lumalabas, yung parang may nagaano sa'yo na, patigilin mo siya, or can you tell her to shut up, or those are the things na nangyayari sa akin pag may mga sound. Pero may mga sound, ibang sound na kahit malakas na malakas, wala sa akin, parang hindi nababother yung ano ko. So, yun ang part ng injury ko is concussion, soft nerve damages sa ear ko and sa mata ko. And yun nga, constant, and then they found out that after the concussion, I ended up having a vestibular problem. So, vestibular problem that includes, again, constant headache, migraine, hearing problem, eye problem, cognitive problems. Doon na nagsimula yung yung mga patong-patong na siya. And with taking medicine too, after having that with the diabetes and the hypertension, you're taking a lot of medications. Yung pagiging paghilo mo, hindi mo na alam kung yung pagiging paghilo mo, nausea mo, kasama ba yun ng gamot, or kasama ba yun sa head injury ko. I got a lot of nightmares. Yun, isa pa yun sa mga nangyayari sa akin. Kaya gusto ko sana yung i-share. Kasi kala mo wala lang. Pero may mga iba pa palang kasama dyan na hindi mo, it doesn't click na, bakit naging irritable? Hindi ka naman dating ganyan. Yung mood mo, yung mood swing mo, kala ko kasama yun sa, okay, I'm 40 years old kasi nang mangyari to, 40 years old ako noon. And kala ko kasama na yun, nagsisimula na sa sa pagiging menopausal. So, yung pagiging irritable, yung makakalimutin ko, kala ko yun, it just came out of nowhere. Yun na yung magpapa-appointment ako, alimbawa sinabi ko, yeah, I'm going to come. Pero pag pag alimbawa na-distract ako, nakalimutan ko na kung ano yung inuuhan ko. So, kailangan ilista ko siya. So, those are the things na nangyari sa akin. And then, after 6 years na constant na lagi ako, nag-eye therapy ako para yung vision therapy ko, matulungan yung vestibular problem ko. Sinabi nila, may vertigo ka, may vertigo. But I did all the vertigo tests and I don't have a vertigo. But I also have all those symptoms. So, hindi nila malaman talaga. So, all the doctors from neurologists to physiatrists to ears and nose and throat surgeon. So everybody, lahat ng injury ko, they are all interconnected but they're all puzzles. So yung isa, ito anya ang mga symptoms mo, itong isa, itong mga symptoms mo, itong isa. So they can never be all the same. So every time I see someone, it's different. Until finally they say, oh, there's nothing we can do. I said, you must, and you should have something to do or able to do with my symptoms, because I cannot be like this forever. Everything is erratic. There's nothing is the same. Everything is different. There are days that's really bad. There are days I have good days, bad days. Ngayon, pinadala nila ako ng 6 na oras na test. So I did every vestibular test that they could ever done. And they also did a special MRI for something. And doon nila na find out na I have a superior canal dehiscence. A superior, sapal ang ano natin sa superior canal dehiscence, some of the symptoms of having them are that triggers the symptoms are yung ano tawag nito, pag umubo ka, yung pressure ng ano mo, the pressure inside your head is different. When you are lifting something heavy, that changes too. I also have ended up that I can hear on superior canal dehiscence, you can hear everything moving inside your head. I can hear my eyes moving. I can hear it clicking. Also, I can hear the blood coming from my neck to my head. I can hear it, especially when it's pumping. You can hear zzz, 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 zzz. So I can hear that. It's very distinct. Or when, for example, you go to the washroom and you're straining, that's when you can hear it a lot louder. When you bend over and pick up something, you can hear that your balance is gone. Those are the things that symptoms of, like I said, symptoms of having superior canal dehiscence. It's totally different from a vertigo. When I can hear my mouth, anything that's going on inside my face, it's a lot more pronounced and a lot more louder. Everything is loud. There's no, it's like, or as if you are, and sometimes there are days that I felt like I've been swimming and I have water in my ears. It's so clogged. That's how I feel. Or my head feels like I have so much air in my head. It's so light. There are times that what else? Sometimes I forget some of my other symptoms. Or if I get up quickly, then I get dizzy. If there's so many activities, so many surroundings, especially if I'm in the mall, my eyes gets ano ba yon, yung mata ko masyado siyang na so many stimulations. So many stimulation, that's another thing that I get attacked. And sometimes when it's too crowded, too noisy, then I start feeling na I've been swimming for a long time or inside the water for a long day, and then I feel like when I'm walking, I have a weighted stuff on my legs, and when I'm walking, it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Those are the symptoms, or those are the things that I suffer with superior canal dehiscence. Superior canal dehiscence is a very, very rare symptom or disease or injury sa isang tao. You will only get it, it's called neonatal cognitive, so meaning ipinanganak kang ganito, or brain trauma or brain injury. So kung ito ganito ako nung bata pa, then I should not be able to fly. I should not be able to, not fly myself, but ride a plane, kasi yung pressure ng plane hindi siya maganda sa sa kung may injury ka. And I'm gonna link it or include it in part of my video about what is a superior canal dehiscence. So, ang nangyari is that yung softer, yung bone natin sa loob ng tenga natin, not the eardrum, but those circle bone, ano siya, very thin and marupok. Dahil nga sa pagkasalpok or sa pressure ng pagkasalpok ko, nabasag siya. So, that's what happened with me. I ended up having a permanent imbalance. So, wala na akong balance. So, pag naglakad ako, yung kahit sabihin pa nilang, okay, you need to do a test for driving, talagang wala na. Talagang hindi. At pag nagda-drive ako, kala mo, diretso ang pagtingin ko, diretso ang pag-drive ko, pero di ko alam na hindi naman pala diretso yung pag-drive ko, kundi pag ganito-ganito. Yung para ka talagang lasing. Kaya kung halimbawa nasa likod ka, and you're following me and I'm driving, you're probably going to get nervous. You're probably going to say, okay, we have to call the police kasi itong driver, ano siya, lasing siya or distracted siya na nasa phone niya, but no, I am driving. In my mind, in my eyes, I'm driving straight, but if you're following me, I am not okay whatsoever. So I'm gonna cause an accident. So that's why hindi na ako nagda-drive. Yun ang reason ko. Pagbalik naman sa superior canal dehiscence, yung mga symptoms niya ay pareho ng vertigo. They have everything. They can also be fixed if it's and it's very brand new. Hindi pa siya, bago pa lang siyang ma-recognize, hindi siya luma. So there's only a bunch of neurosurgeon or neurologist or ENT that recognize this kind of disease. Kaya kung hindi mo alam, kala mo may vertigo ka. Kung hindi alam kung ano nga hanapin, hindi mo alam na may butas ka pala sa bone ng tenga mo. So, yun ang mga yun ang gusto kong ipaalam sa mga tao, that I want to let them know that if you're having so much problem of your balance, you might have a hole in your ears. Yes, it could be a vertigo, but there are so many symptoms that mimic the vestibular problem, the nausea, the dizziness, because again, you can have migraine, you can have concussion. It also having vertigo or dizziness or constant spinning, you can have Bell's palsy, you can have MS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So there's so many. So I've done all those tests of all those diseases that I mentioned, and they're having a hard time trying to find out, because some of my symptoms looks like I have MS, some of the symptoms looks like I have Bell's palsy, some of the symptoms looks like it's called sabi nila yung parang ano na siya, I forgot now. Ano ba yun? Meron pang isa na yung nag-react siya sa yung mga ibang sakit mo, nagkapatong-patong na, so hindi nila ma-pinpoint kung ano ba yung nangyari. So anyways, balik tayo. So could have surgery. So meaning na kasi parehong tainga ko nabutas. Yung left ko, may permanent balance siya, but the hole is only a tiny hole, but it still affect the pressure of your ears. Yung sa right ko, malaki yung hole niya. So originally, I was supposed to have a brain surgery to fix that. So dito yung niya, dito dapat yung cut niya dito. Nag-opt ako na not to go for surgery because kung ang balance ko naman ay sira na, hindi naman siya ma-fix kahit i-plug nila yung hole ng ears ko. There's no point of having surgery because it's more, you have more post-op side effects. For example, you will lose permanent hearing, you will have a permanent or a paralysis on half of your face, you can have paralysis on your eyes, you can have a paralysis half your body, or other more injuries. So sabi ko, kung ganyan lang naman, wag na. So eto yung gusto kong malaman nyo, kung ano ba talaga yung pinagsasasabi muna na injury, hindi naman namin nakita. So yun, yan ang injury ng aksidente na hindi mo makikita kahit sino pang, kung hanggang walang doktor o walang taong gustong aktibong maghanap kung ano talagang hanapin. It's so easy to say, oh, you have this, you have that. Kasi talagang yung marami na akong, yung symptoms ko, or marami sa aking na-diagnose, and most of those are misdiagnosed kasi nga, hindi, they're all mimicking to each other. And the other day, I just had an MRI again to make sure na kung ano pa yung hinahanap nila. So, I'm always on the go. I'm always looking for other ways to make myself better. Yun ang ano ko, yun nga sabi ko, ililink ko. It took them 6.5 years to find out yung talagang injury ko. And even now, I have no proper treatment or proper solution to make my life easier, kundi yun nga, less movement, hindi ako makapag yung galaw mo restricted, and that's why I get so frustrated and so angry kasi nga bakit pa ganito kung nakaupo lang naman ako, and then since 41 years old, and parang yung sabi ko, parang baldado na ako, para kung walang silbi, and I have so many things or wants, marami akong mga balak, marami akong gustong gawin, that it's very limited of what I can do. Doon ako nagsasuffer, and doon ako na hindi mapakali. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my blog again, and I will link most of my problems. Thank you. Bye.